Okay, we're now moving on to outcome 3. You may wonder why we've moved from AC 1.2 and AC 1.1 straight over to outcome 3. It's because it's a logical progression. What we're now looking at is you need to, for AC 3.1, explain how the teaching role involves working with other professionals and explain the boundaries between the teaching role and other professionals. This logically moves on from the teaching role and responsibilities and also the legislation and regulatory requirements. So your questions are asked in this order and it was taught in this order. So for 3.1, explain how the teaching role involves working with other professionals, and 3.2, the boundaries between the teaching role and other professionals. These are the exercises that you carried out to kind of embed this learning. You have a list here of professionals and others, which is 3.1. You have the boundaries that can exist, 3.2, and you've got points of referral that you may make. Now, the professionals and other that you work with could be anybody with a specialist skill. Literacy teacher, another specialist subject teacher. You work with your manager, you work with the administrators. You could work with a special educational needs coordinator. You'll be downloading these. You can get these off the website. You can see which you've put into these areas. But it also says professionals and other. So be careful when you answer the question, because it does ask for professionals and others. You must mention professionals and you must mention others. Others could be guardians, could be parents. Here we have caretakers, external quality assurers, internal quality assurers, managers, the awarding bodies, Ofsted inspectors if they come in. Lovely time you'll have with them. Actually, they really are nicer people. Now, you have boundaries which apply between you and when you're dealing with these people. If it's a special educational needs teacher, they are specialists, have specialist skills that you don't have. This is knowledge. If you're dealing with a manager, then the boundary is your authority and the policies that are in place. We've got procedures, responsibilities, codes of practice, knowledge, regulations, resources, legal boundaries. Because there's certain things you can't do. There's laws that you have to obey. And certain laws actually help you do your job. With regards to inclusion, you're obeying the Equality Act, obeying equality and diversity regulations and laws that have been issued, actually helps you do your job. So we've got explain how you work with professionals and others, or describe how you work with professionals and others. Do this as a matter of theory if you don't actually practice your teaching, but remember we're keeping within the framework of the teaching and learning cycle. So if you can refer in your answers to the teaching and learning cycle, use that theoretical model, that'd be much better. Finally, for this outcome, points of referral. These are the people you're sending people to, the others, the professionals that have those specialist skills that you can utilise to help you teach your students. So we have opticians, if you notice a student that has a particular problem with their eyesight. You've got a bank, if somebody needs a bank account. You've got doctors, GPs, you've got the Samaritans, speech and language therapists. These are all people on points of referral if you identify a need at the initial assessment phase. Okay, thank you for that. We'll move on to outcome 2 very shortly.